Hey guys, Got Level here, and today we're going to talk about creativity.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're
All right, let me take this thing off. Ooh, oh, okay, that's better, I think. I'm not sure. So yeah, this video is going to be a little bit different than the usual tutorial technical stuff that I usually do. It's completely unscripted, kind of like everything else that I do, but this time I really don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I just want to talk about creativity because I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of people asking me how to be creative, if that's even a thing. If can you become creative if you're not a creative? I guess people see me as a creative person because I do a lot of creative stuff. But at the same time, I'm the type of person who doesn't qualify, like I don't really believe in talent or what people seem to think of talent. To me, talent, well, it exists, but it's not as people view it. People talk about talent like it was a gift from God or something like that, and I absolutely disagree with that. Talent is something that is that you can practice, that you can cultivate. Basically, to me, talent is passion plus time. That means if you're passionate enough about something, you will spend the time and practice enough to get good at it. And then after that, people will say, oh, you're talented, you're gifted. You're like, no, it's not a gift. I spent years to do this thing that I'm doing right now. So don't tell me it's a gift. It's not a gift. If it was gifted, I would come out of the womb painting or doing music or something like that. So yeah, so some people don't have that passion about anything at all, or not creative stuff, not artistic, not in an artistic way, okay? So what happens is that those people consider themselves as not creative, and they kind of have to be creative. At some point in life, you will have to be creative. And that's when they ask me, hey, how do I become creative? And I think I have a very rational and very technical point of view when it comes to being creative. I'm not gonna tell you to go take a hike up a mountain or take drugs or something like that. No, I'm gonna tell you, sit down. First of all, sit down and think about your goals. Think about what you want to accomplish, okay? If we're talking about something very specific, if there is a specific area or a specific craft, something that you want to do, and you want to stand out. Let's say you want to stand out for your creativity, or you want to get famous in that specific area. Then what you need to do is do some research. It's pretty much as it's as simple as opening up a business, which makes no sense. It's not simple to open a business, but at the same time, there are steps. It's the same steps, is what I'm trying to say. If you want to open up a business, first thing you will do is do some research. Whatever the product you are going to sell, are there people out there who want to buy it? Because if there's not, then you have to get another approach in your marketing. That would mean that you will have to create this need for people. You will have to tell people, hey, I have an example. At some point there was companies that were trying to sell video phones, like landline phones with a camera. And of course, no one needs that because everyone has a smartphone, but their whole marketing was about, hey, you want that, right? And this is full HD. This is better than Skype. This is better than your pocket phone or whatever. And it's also true. Like, people don't really FaceTime on the phone. Like, not really, but whatever. And so yeah, if there is no need for your product, then you have to create the need. It's the same thing with, let's talk about like streaming mostly. It's pretty much the same thing with streaming, for example. When you do your research, you look at other streamers and other content creators, not exclusively streamers. You look at other content creators and you see what they do. And if you like what they do, that's good. You see what they do and you think, hey, I'm gonna do the same thing. But that's where you fail in a way, because you should not do the same thing. You should use their example as the base of what you are about to build, because the goal is to actually build something bigger, something richer, something more original, something creative. Personally, I'm the type of person who really, that's my drug. I really enjoy hearing people tell me, oh my God, that's so cool, I've never seen this before. And that doesn't mean I reinvent the wheel every week. I basically take something that already exists and I'm like, how can I make this better? How can I take this to the next level? How can I do this thing that people are used to and then make it different in a way that people will be surprised by it. People will be impressed by it. So that's the whole thing about being creative. It's being original in a way for your viewers. Technically, you are not being original because the goal is not to reinvent anything. You don't want to come up with something so new that people have mixed feelings about it, or they just don't accept, because that happens too. If you come up with something so new, some people just they're not used to it. They will reject it. Most of the time, people reject change. They don't want change. They want progress. And you can take something very basic and just add some fluff to it, and that will be considered being original. I know, for example, on my Twitch channel, people have camera overlays. So they have their camera. Everyone is used to this camera format right here, the 16:9 or a square camera, but everything is like rectangle. And I was like, I don't want that. I want people to feel something different when they come to my stream. So I have a round camera and a round animated overlay that includes everything on it. And people have told me, hey, this is so cool. I've never seen people with round cameras before, plus an animated overlay. So it's a game, pretty much. It's just a game. The game is get people to tell you that, oh, wow, I've never seen this before. This is quite original. In your head, it's not going to be original because you've done some research. You basically made something better, but that's how you get creative. You have to be inspired by other stuff. Well, inspired is a much bigger word. It's more abstract, but what you can call being inspired by, I call just doing research. Okay? And if it's for yourself, like if you're not trying to please an audience and you just want to be creative, then yeah, here you can use the word inspired, and you can basically do whatever. You can take that hike on the mountain, you can be one with nature for a while, go out, visit places, and get inspired. Like, this is where you get inspired. But if you have a specific goal, it's mostly research. How are people doing something in a particular domain? And how can I make it better? How can I make it look better? How can I make it sound better? How can I make it more appealing to the audience? A great example that I really like giving to people that I talk to or I give advice to. I'm talking like I was some sort of guru or something. I'm not. But I do give advice to a lot of people. I'm the admin of a streamers group. So people come to me a lot to ask me about stuff. So yeah, the example I really like to give is Casey Neistat. And I know you're probably watching this on YouTube, and I know you're thinking, oh my God, you can't go on YouTube without someone mentioning Casey Neistat. If you think about it, Casey Neistat is a vlogger. If you don't know who he is, he's a vlogger. Basically, he's a filmmaker, and then he started vlogging, which already sounds genius to me. Okay, you take the most popular form that requires the less amount of work or knowledge or creativity or talent, and then you bring in all that raw talent of an actual professional filmmaker into it. It's gonna equal success. Of course, it's going to equal success. If a filmmaker starts making vlogs, it's gonna be good. It's just gonna be good, and it's basically finding out a specific niche, looking at who are the best in this niche, and doing way better. Okay, that was my computer. And doing way, way better than them. And this is how you basically get to own that niche. I always say this is my secret to success in a way. This, like, if you want this, those are the steps that you kind of have to take. Of course, there are many other ways of getting what you want, but this is kind of fail proof. Unless we're talking about a niche that is very, very hard to infiltrate and stuff. Like if we're talking about religion, yeah, you're not gonna overthrow Christianity or any other religion, to be honest. Wow, okay, I'm just babbling at this point. Guys, I hope this video helped. Oh, also one point. If we're talking about procrastination, this is a big problem. Sometimes people get writer's block or artistic block, inspiration blocks, and they always wonder, how do I overcome that period? I'm going through one right now, to tell you. But I know a little secret. It's something that I saw. I don't know if I read it in an article or saw it in a video, but it was basically 4 steps. I hope it's 4 steps. Yeah, 4 steps to overcome procrastination, to stop procrastinating and to actually get stuff done, to get closer to your actual goals. And the first step is asking yourself, what do you absolutely want? Like, what is your end goal right now? Like, whether it's in your career, whether it's anything else, it's mostly about your career, to be honest. And you ask yourself that, and then you can be like, oh, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be very popular. I want to live off of my passions. And then you ask yourself, second step is ask yourself, what do you absolutely do not want? I don't want to be homeless. I want to be able to keep making money and hopefully still be living off of my passion. I don't want to lose what I already have. I don't want to end up in a 9-to-5 job and stuff like that. You know, those are examples. It's a very personal question, and you're asking it to yourself, so it's very, very personal. And then the third step is asking yourself, what is the next step? So you know what you want. You know what you absolutely want. You know what's the end goal. You know what you absolutely do not want. Now you need to think about, what is the next step going towards the goal? Because it's easy to tell yourself, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to do this, I want to do that. But the hardest thing to think about is actually, what is the next step? You know, what is it that I have to do today to ensure that I'm still going towards my end goal? And this is something that I ask myself every single day. Don't get too obsessed with it, okay? But this is very, very, the most important thing, and it's the hardest thing. And if everyone was thinking about it, like, life would be a little bit easier, but it's still, I always say that sitting down and thinking about stuff will give you the answers. You already have the answers. You just need to sit down and think about them, okay? And then the fourth step to overcoming procrastination is repeat. Every time you accomplish this next step, you just repeat. You go back to, what is it that I really want? What is it that I don't want? What's the next step? Repeat. And just like that, you will find yourself progressing. You will be meeting your goals, and you will be moving forward until you reach that end goal. To be honest, there are some goals that are not reachable, but the journey is very important, and yeah, that's that's life. I always say that the meaning of life is to give life, well, I don't always say that, I saw it somewhere. The meaning of life is to give life meaning. So if your journey is what really counts, stop wasting time. Life is short. Okay, so I don't know where that video went. I hope I made sense. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I will try to answer them as quick and all of them mostly. My name is Gal Level. And I approve this message. I guess I don't know why I said my name. But thank you for watching, guys. I will see you next time. You can follow me on social media. You will see everything. I have a Twitch, a Twitter, an Instagram, a Facebook, everything. Just get a level out.